Welcome back. Dale Myers with Vision Advanced. Today we're going to answer the question, how much time should you spend on marketing your business? This question came up in a forum that I'm a member of, and I had my own thoughts about it based on my own experience and working with other businesses. I decided to do some further research and look to see what the Small Business Administration had to say and some others. So in a survey done by Constant Contact, which is a very large marketing firm, where they really help people using automated emails and CSM and CRM systems. They help people with their outreach, reaching customers. And they surveyed a couple thousand different business owners. And on average, they found that most of them marketed about 20 hours per week. Now you may say, wow, that's a lot of time. And I would ask you, well, how many customers do you want? And I'm not asking that to be facetious. It depends on the business. If you only make, $10 per customer, in order to have a viable business, you probably need a lot of customers. If you make $50,000 per customer, maybe you don't need that many customers. So part of it is based on your pricing. Now, recently we did a video on the 7 P's of marketing, and I'll include a link to that description below. And it'll kind of give you some understanding of where we're going here. But remember, marketing is all of the communication with your customer, all of the interactions with your customer. This includes the sales process. So anyway, Constant Contact, they said 20 hours per week at a minimum. Now, I will tell you that many business owners spend a lot more than 20 hours a week. You may be saying, how in the world can you do that? Well, first of all, in case you are unaware, most entrepreneurs don't work a 40-hour work week. So this is not half of your work week. Most entrepreneurs are at a minimum doing about 60 hours a week. And hopefully, this means you're in a business that you enjoy if you're putting in 60 hours a week, or if you don't enjoy it, at least the long-term outcome is clearly big enough for you that you're pushing through it. When I say, and I agree with that, I tend to say 20, 25 hours a week marketing. But to me, that also includes sales, because sales is a part of the marketing. It is part of delivering the product to the end consumer. And so, while it can be a daunting task, you literally need to pencil in your schedule, certain blocks of time, ideally every day at the same time, with some flexibility depending on what you're doing. If you're doing sales calls, you may have to have some flexibility in terms of reaching out to customers, because remember, there are multiple parts of the sales process, prospecting, and then all these other things that we touched on before. Again, I'll include that video in the link below too, where we talked about the parts of the sales cycle. Tying it all back together, the time that you put in to identifying your customer, really making sure you properly understand their needs, finding them, reaching out to them, saying, hey, I built the product, here it is, it's priced appropriately, differentiating your product from your competitors, selling it to them, and then following up to ensure that you satisfied their needs. That's a lot of time. And so 20 to 25 hours a week should be spent on that. So I find that I'm most successful when I literally put it in my schedule, because it's like wearing a hat. You put on a different hat. If I'm in product development mode, so my main business for the last few years has been tutoring and test prep. So when I'm tutoring, I got on my tutor hat. But then when I have on my marketing hat, when I'm trying to come up with the next thing I'm going to do, I have on my creative idea hat. And then when I have just on my implementation phase, I'm just doing promotion. I'm going out to the community doing something. I'm doing that. Or when I'm training people to help me go out into the community, I'm in my training hat. We know as entrepreneurs, we wear lots of different hats. But the point is, put it in your calendar a certain time to wear that marketing hat. Put it in your calendar a certain time to do cold calls, if you do cold calling. If it's not cold calling, then put it in your calendar a certain time to write out the copy for your next email or for your sales letter. All of these things need to be structured. If you don't do it, it will not get done. Now, I'll do another deeper video on some different ways that can look within your calendar. But again, it's totally flexible. It's up to you. I am not going to pretend as though exactly a schedule I could give you would work for you. You have to look at, again, you know, what's going on with you and your family, your personal obligations, and, you know, are you still working for someone else, or are you a full-time entrepreneur? And it's okay whichever way you're doing it, but you have to find the time to market. So how much time should you spend in your business? Again, how many customers are you trying to reach this week, this month, the next few months? How many customers do you need to be viable as a business? How many customers do you need to have an explosive business? Answer those questions, then that comes back to how much time you need to spend. In general, probably about 20 to 25 hours a week. And it's doable. It is challenging, but you know, if you're not doing this, this is probably the reason that you're suffering, being honest with you. Because, you know, a lot of people have a good product, but not enough people are aware of it. Start penciling in the time. Literally, shut the video down, write out your schedule. What time tomorrow? And this is Saturday evening. This is on a Saturday evening as I'm recording this. What time tomorrow are you going to make some marketing outreach calls? Or are you going to design the next whatever? Put it in your schedule. Work on it for that. If it's 30 minutes or if it's an hour and a half, fine. And again, if you're working full time, you may have to, you know, spread it around different places, whatever. But it must be done. It must be done. We're in the business of creating or identifying customers and satisfying them. Profit is our reward for doing so. How much revenue do you need for your life to have the life that you want? How much money must your business make to have the life that you want? That's related to the question of how much time should I spend marketing my business? At a minimum, put in 20 hours a week. That'll get you going. If you want to do more, oh man, it begins to get exciting. And again, this is the last thing I'll say is start thinking about marketing systems as well. This is the power of automation and using social media, getting on a certain schedule and actually getting ahead. I'm working on that now, is getting ahead in my marketing, because we can use a lot of these technologies we still have to do the work, but we can amplify our efforts. Save that for another day. So in the comments below, how many hours are you spending typically in your business marketing? Be honest, it's okay. Again, I'm telling you this information. Are there weeks where I don't do 20? Absolutely. Does it show in my numbers? Absolutely. It's probably a pretty good predictor of your revenue. So again, if your revenue is down, this marketing is normally a good place to start. All right, Dale Myers with Vision Advance. If you found this video helpful, please give me those thumbs up. Share it across all of your socials, whatever it is you do, the Instagram, Facebook, whatever, right? And subscribe if you haven't. Y'all take care.